What's going on, everyone? Today we are in Magic Legends, and I'm going to be going over one of my favorite builds to do. I just figured it out, or more like I just got the pieces. So, starting off in the library, you only really need you need one spell to really make this work. Spawning Bed. Now, you get this spell just by unlocking your main sanctuary. Not your sanctuary, your realm, right? Just by unlocking your realm high enough, you get access to the Spawning Bed. Now, Spawning Bed's a very interesting thing in that it summons 5 eggs. And when you cast 2 sorcery spells after that point, the eggs hatch, creating 5 little crab creatures, right? So, the idea is that you're going to get this card, play it, and then cast as many low-costing sorceries as you can to create as many little crabs as possible. Now, that's all fine and good. It sounds cool, but then the craziness happens when you get an artifact. Right here, the good old-fashioned whip. Now, the whip goes like this. Whenever a creature you control dies for the first time, it resurrects with 70% of its max hit points. And then it starts losing its max hit points every second beyond that point. So, going back to that spell, summoning the 5 eggs, you cast 2 spells, it destroys the eggs and creates your little crabs. Well, those destroyed eggs come back through the effect of the whip. So you keep cycling back and forth between that. Unfortunately, it only triggers twice, but you're getting essentially double procs from casting this one creature spell. Couple nice things you should have if you're trying to optimize this. Like I said earlier, you want the as little costing mana spells as possible. That's why I've gone red and blue. And if you want a lot of crabs to stay alive the most, you're going to want to go into Sanctifier. Just because its utility ability allows you to heal your creatures and keep them on the board longer. I went Beast Caller just because I'm trying to max out the level. So, without further ado, let's go into the gameplay and see how many of these spawning creatures I can get out. So, in the middle of Bring Light to Darkness, confronting Josu Vess. Reason I chose this spot is because if I don't proceed forward with the fight, as in standing in that light, I'll get constantly spawning creatures. So, dropping off Spawning Bed. Now, they're exploding in fire just because of another artifact I have, the Orb of Shiv. Great artifact, by the way, one of my favorites. But it's going to put these eggs on the board. Now, let's cast 2 spells. Let's go Burning Rage, and then Unstable Beam. And it summons the eggs, or I have my little crabs now. You saw the whip triggers, and my eggs are still there. So if I cast 2 more spells, they hatch again. And now I have, if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, right here, you see I have 10 creatures on the board. We couple that with someone like my mage, who minimizes the cost of all spells. And I start cycling through my spells as fast as possible, trying to get the eggs back up. Concentrate. Spawning Bed again. Let's do it again. Drop the bed. Shock. Oh, it looks like it didn't trigger that time. But I got another spell coming up. There it is. As you can see, I have 20 now. Now, I've gone... My max I've done was about 70 of these little crab creatures. I love them. I call them the boys. And once you get to a really high number, you just need to swing at something one time and you just let them do the rest of the work. Now I'm playing on easy mode, or technically it's called normal, so these guys aren't even really a challenge anyway. But it's just nice having a huge board of guys to follow you. So all in all, that's the build. All you need are 2 pieces spawning bed, which comes by upgrading your sanctum, and then just the whip. Simple as that. Now let's get playing. Hey guys, mini half thought here as I'm putting together the editing. I didn't go into the equipment or traits to this build because there are none. What I have on are some things that heavily reward you if you draw a spell, which the build was heavily focused around. And for traits, necrotic burst, because whenever one of your little skittering creatures die, they're going to blow up and hurt things around you, or hurt their enemies. And Ward of the Sanctifier, once again, if you go into the Sanctifier class, it's a huge help because your utility heals them. There are a million different other builds you can have for equipment and traits, but the main core thing was the artifact with that one spell. And we are back. I'm here with the boys. This is a bit of a post-editing. Just decided to cut this in to show you exactly how big you can get the army. I got my boys here sitting around 80s. And it's just cycling through the spawning bed. Sorceries for days. Everything that doesn't cost a lot, just keep casting, right? And keep summoning. Now I'm in the high 90s. Gonna see if the boys can solo Josu. Oh look, I got more boys. Where is he? There he is. And off they go. He's already less than half health, but he is cleaving. Definitely need more boys. And he's down. That's it. Game, set, and match. Total amount of crabs needed, 95. Alright. Quick and easy. Like I said, super easy, fun build to do. And they do a little dance when they're done. Look at them. Look at them. They love it. They love it. They love all of this.